Good morning, Ashburton TQ Star staff and students. Welcome to Monday, March the 7th, 2022. Today's artwork is provided by Eden Renee in Ms. Horowitz's class. Thank you, Eden, for the beautiful TQ stars. To start our Monday off, here we go. All right, as we always do, we start our Mondays, our Tuesdays, all of our days with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, friends, it is one of my favorite days of the year. It is National Cereal Day. There are so many cereals to choose from, whether you're a fan of Cocoa Puffs or Fruit Loops, Honey Smacks, whatever the salami looking thing in the upper left hand corner. I don't know what that one is. It looks good though. Captain Crunch is a classic. They have cinnamon bun shredded wheat. They have all the flavors that you could ever imagine. Mrs. Strauss, do you have a favorite flavor cereal? Do your kids have a favorite flavor cereal?
I like a good raisin cereal that's sweet. My kids like the chocolate Cheerios.
Ooh, those are good. Those chocolate Cheerios. I actually, oddly, my favorite Cheerios are the multigrain. There's something about them. I like the flavor, the complexity, and the fact that I think I'm doing something good for my body. I don't know, but lots to choose on. We hope you enjoy National Cereal Day. Whether it's Lucky Charms or it's something else, we hope you enjoy your day. We've got mindfulness moment. Now that I've got us all sugared up with the cereals, Mrs. Strauss, what do you have for us today?
Well, it's in line with the food. So today we're going to do some pizza breathing. What you want to do is kind of imagine that you're eating pizza. But usually pizza is very hot coming out of the oven. So you want to breathe in that great smell, but then also blow on it to cool it down. So again, you can use your imagination, but I'll be using my, my paper pizza. Let's breathe that in through our nose. And let's blow on it before we eat it. And let's breathe it in. You can count to 3 in your mind. And you can blow it out for 3. And let's do that one more time. Ready? Breathe in. And smell that pizza. And then blow it out. And if you can imagine it, you can also take a bite. Enjoy your pizza breathing, everyone.
Ooh, that taking the bite, that was the best part of my morning so far. I could taste that Greek pizza that I had on Friday. It was so yummy. All right, well, we hope you enjoyed pizza breathing. It's one of my favorite styles of breathing. This is the kind of breathing I do when I go for a run, right? I do a lot of pizza breathing, mostly because I want pizza, and that's why I have to go for a run. So pizza breathing, cocoa breathing, you bring us all the good stuff, Mrs. Strauss. Thank you for that. All right, moving into our celebration of Women's History Month, our Women's History Maker or Herstory Maker of the month, Shonda Rhimes. Many of you know her as the creator of Shondaland. So many amazing television shows are a result of her work, her creativity. Shonda Rhimes is a famous and highly influential American television producer and screenwriter, best known for creating hit shows such as Grey's Anatomy and Scandal. She's often praised for changing television by introducing more diverse representations of storytelling and casts into her shows. The world of TV should look like the world outside of TV, she once stated, explaining her efforts to change the depiction of diversity in television. So thank you to Shonda Rhimes for making it a priority to bring more diverse characters into the stories that we're engaging with when we watch TV these days. So Shonda Rhimes, your Women's History Maker of the day. We've got some happy birthdays to celebrate. Sophia M. and Ruby S. in Ms. Cook's class. You all can come down to the Media Center after announcements to pick your birthday book from the birthday book cart. And you'll be joined by Andy from Ms. Clark's class. So second and third grade, we've got some birthdays to celebrate today. So Sophia, Ruby, and Andy, we'll see you here after the end of announcements. All right, today's lunch choices are hamburger with crinkle cut potatoes, whole grain, and a whole grain hamburger bun. All right, we've got some awesome other announcements today. Give me 1 second. One second, we're dealing with a technical. All right, well, we're going to keep moving. It doesn't look like I'm able to do what I need to do. Oh, well, the magic. All right, so MESA testing. My 5th grade daughter came to me yesterday and said, Dad, what's MESA testing? So it's the Maryland State Science Assessment that our 5th graders are taking starting today in the modular and several classrooms in that 2nd and 3rd grade hallway. So all of my students and in Miss Oldham's room down by the car loop, all of our students are going to walk the halls as they always do, respectfully, responsibly, and safely. Most importantly, they're going to be quiet as they move through the hallways. Teachers, if you could help us with that out of respect for our grade 5 students who are going to demonstrate their science knowledge today and several days in the next few weeks. All right, what's up, Ashburton? We've got our What's Up, get it? Watts instead of what's, poster contest. It runs from March the 1st to March the 18th and is sponsored by the Green Team. Ashburton's What's Up poster contest. The goal of MCPS CERT poster contest is to raise awareness about the importance of energy conservation and responsible recycling. This year's theme is energy conservation and recycling. Students in kindergarten through 5th grade and staff members are invited to enter a poster that encourages others to conserve energy and recycle responsibly. Posters should be no smaller than 8.5 by 11 and must not exceed 18 by 24 inches. 3 winners from each grade level will be entered into the county-wide contest. Posters must have completed entry form attached to the back of the poster that includes a parent signature. Entries must be turned into the office or to Mrs. Burrell in room 132 by Friday, March the 18th. Show everyone what Ashburton does to be green. All right. We have a super important announcement for Mrs. Sandler about STEAM Week. So Mrs. Sandler, what do you got for us about STEAM Week?
Well, first, I apologize if I'm out of breath. I just ran all the way to Ms. Strauss's office to be here. Hello, TQ Stars. I am so excited to share that STEAM Week, which was originally going to take place next week, is now going to be taking place from April 4th to 8th. And the good news about that is because we are going to have an in-person STEAM night again for the first time in 2 years. So we're very excited about that. It's sort of a 2-part week. First, we're going to have some fun experiments and activities in your classrooms. Teachers, you'll be finding out more about that soon throughout the entire week, as well as an in-person STEAM night on Wednesday, April 6th. If you were here 2 years ago, you might remember in the media center and in the cafeteria and all over the school, we set up lots of tables for both science experiments and for you to show us what you've been working on. So your to-do, if you are interested in participating in STEAM night, your job is to start brainstorming either a science experiment, a cool math equation you've been wanting to try. It could be an art project. If you don't know, STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. So it could be in any of those topics. So start thinking about what you might want to do. You could work with your brother or sister. You could work with a friend. You could work on your own. But you are going to be able to share what you've learned and what you've done on Wednesday, April 6th. More information to come, but we are so excited for STEAM Week.
I'll tell you what, I am excited about that. I'm excited that there's an in-person focus on this because it says that we are getting back to some awesome, fun normalcy. So I'm excited about that. Thank you, Ms. Sandler, and all the folks that have been working so hard to get STEAM Week up and running. More information to come. 5th grade advisory this week is on March 9th and March 10th. So we will be meeting later this week. Today's the 7th. So we're talking Wednesday and Thursday, same time, same room channel, room 312, 105 to 140 on Wednesday and Thursday. Thank you to all of our yearbook participants, but particularly we're going to elevate all of our third graders who entered into the title page contest. Sonia, Crew, Jake, and Elena from Ms. Clark's class. Tori and Kaya, David, Zeba, Saron, Hemen, Rashed, Misha, Katie, Milka, and Samantha from Ms. Deek's class. Lesia and Mia and Melina from Ms. Garber's class. Erica, Leo, Rafi, Eleanor, Julia, and Noah from Ms. Gilman's class. And Ches, Matthew, and Lily from Miss Namenzo's class. Oop, I've got one correction. It is Mina and Malika. I apologize for Miss Garber's class. And Mina and Malika and Lesia and Mia. So that was the tandem from Miss Garber's class. A lot of good collaboration happening there. Thank you, Miss Garber, for that clarification. All right, we've got some great North Star students today. We've got our first ever double North Star student, so we're going to share that in a second. But Shira L, this actually comes from Mr. Schlafstein, one of our awesome substitutes. That tells you something. For Miss Burrell's class, Shira was an excellent helper and listener when Mrs. B was out. She was very respectful and responsible. Thank you, Shira. That comes again from Mr. Schlafstein. Diego in Mrs. Gilman's class, when a friend wasn't very respectful, Diego calmly and respectfully asked them to change their behavior. Afterwards, Diego said the kindest words he could. I forgive you. Diego, thank you for setting such a good example and offering forgiveness to a classmate. This one's for L. Nathan. It comes from Miss Scaleris. L. Nathan, of course, from Ms. Ra's class, is a true North Star. He goes out of his way to greet me so kindly every morning. He's very respectful and walks safely in the hallway. L. Nathan, you are awesome, from Miss Scaleris. And I got not one, but two from two different people for Summer Roche Scott on the same day at different times. So that tells you Summer is a TQ star, true in and true out. This one comes from Mr. Schlafstein, again, a substitute, great work. Summer was an excellent role model when Mrs. Burrell was out on Wednesday. She always listened and followed directions the first time. Wow, great job from Mr. Schlafstein, Mrs. Burrell's sub. And then apparently later in the day, Mrs. Frato writes, Summer demonstrates leadership every day while kindergarten waits for our turn to enter the cafeteria. She waits peacefully and encourages her classmates to do the same. That's from Mrs. Frato. Summer, thank you. All the students that are North Stars today can come down to the office right at the end of announcements to get their picture taken. Speaking of end of announcements, Mrs. Strauss, you want to take us home?
I would. Let's say our TQ Star pledge together, everyone. Ready and begin. I pledge to be a top quality star who strives to reach my goals by taking responsibility, acting safely, and respecting myself and others.
We hope everyone has a fantastic day of learning here at Ashburton, home of the TQ Stars.